Hey again, everybody. Came back to do a little bit more on Lullaby of Birdland, and I'm glad I got such a positive response. So I start off like this. And actually, this is almost too complicated of an idea to start with. This would probably be better in the second verse or the last verse or something like that. But anyway, this is what I got. All right, so let me see what we got here. All right, so, my playing wasn't really in time there or anything because I'm really just at stage one of this arrangement. They take practice, So my first idea up there, and it's probably a little too complicated for the very first verse, might be better on the second verse, is this. Now, if you have two horn players or something, this other line down here kind of makes a nice harmony. All right. And, there's some reharmonization going on here, of course. The original chart just says F, but we're going to a D minor 7, so it's like a 1, 6, 2, 5. And being in a minor key, minor 7 flat 5 chords work pretty well, so that's what I did there. And the real harsh dissonance comes here. All right. What chord would that be? Oh, Lord have mercy. I don't even know. That's just one of those chords, I don't know, it comes out of nowhere. And then here you can do like an F suspended. However, it kind of that richness there needs to have a richness there too, I think. So maybe something like that. And then here's a nice little kind of counterpoint. And then follow it up with a nice chord there. And this is a 6-9 chord because it's got the 6 and the 9. This is just straight stuff here now. B flat minor. Now see, that's a nice inner voicing there. And that's something maybe the second horn player could play. If you got like a trumpet and a tenor or something like that, it might work. And then on the second verse, I've got a big chord here, but it's just pure F minor. But with all that harmony in there, it makes it get rich pretty quick. All right. Again, D flat minor 7, flat 5. I'm sorry, D minor 7, flat 5, with the 9th and the 11th. Those are great tensions. Just fits the chord perfectly. And here I'm using some kind of classical device. Here's G7, but I've just got a G major triad with B in the bass, and then another triad with it's in an inversion. It's C7th, but the 7th is on the bottom, And here, this is suggesting A minor, but it could also be A flat major, and that's why I went to D flat major next. And then here's a little gospel thing, right? If you're in D, right? You remember that little gospel video I did recently, and I'm going to do more of those because I've learned a lot more about it. And then. And that I took that one right from Antoine Walker's video. You know, he's always going like, how does he do it? That kind of thing. So I just went, and then that's an E flat with a D flat in the bass. You know, that's just so rich. And then what a beautiful voicing for A flat major. Because you know, it's got the third in the bass and it's got the second in there. And you know, how do I come up with these chords? You know, I just wander around and stumble around. I use a little bit of my knowledge, but you know, a lot of it's just kind of instinctive from playing a lot of piano. And then I thought maybe here to do something like. Those fourths come up to up to E flat minor, and then to A flat major with it. That's a fourth voicing for A flat major, and a couple different ideas there. Let's see. I did a harmony, or you could do, or take your pick. Now, here in the bridge, I originally started with this. Yeah. That was it? Yeah. And I wanted to have some like kind of horn section punches, like, which I still kind of like, but I didn't go that way on this one. So I went like this, F7, and then. You know, it seems like it's going up to A flat major, A flat dominant there, but when I go to there, now it's just kind of back to F7th again. So it's kind of, I don't know what this is. It goes up to A flat, but then it's not really A flat. And again, that kind of gospel change. Same thing happening there. Now, you know, that's F sharp, you know, that's kind of a negative harmony way of getting back to A flat, but I don't really use it that way. I just go and change it back down to E flat again, E flat 7th. And what did I do there? You know, it's the same thing I did back up there in the verse. This is a real be careful chord because, you know, you have G13 with a sharp 9. But, you know, the next chord is C7, and it has that same tritone in it. So it's generally something you want to avoid. But like I said, it's a be careful chord, so it kind of works here, especially since I'm going there. You know, you could make it a little better. You could make it a little bit less dissonant by going, you know, using a G minor 7 flat 5, or you could use a G minor 7. All right. Now, these are kind of ideas kind of randomly scattered over the page. I think in you know, what I'll do is I'll just play this thing over and over, try to get it under my fingers, and then gradually I'll say, well, you know, that doesn't really fit there, or this should be moved over to here, or something like that, or who knows. So I will do one more video about this. It'll be early next week, probably, and it will be just basically on improvising, and I can't see that I'm going to be doing anything different or unique on it. But, you know, I'll cover the chords, you know, the basic chords, some basic ideas about reharmonizing the chords, and the various scales that would sound good if you're improvising on this song.